Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs, and today I am using the Fluffy Squirrel bundle, stamp set, and Fluffy Squirrel Builder Punch. It's adorable. The punch has this squirrel and the acorn. Very cute bundle. I'm also using the Label Me Grateful dies for this frame, the leaves, and the sprig of acorns. Alrighty. Okay, I did want to mention something I forgot to tell you the other day. The stamps, since they're not going to be doing the stamps the cling stamps anymore, all of the now these regular photopolymer stamps are going to come in something like this. Not my favorite because I do love to put them on my shelf, but I have to say it'll take up a lot less room. So maybe I'll have to make them kind of, instead of like this on the shelf, I have to put little bins and be able to leaf through them. Alright, so the box measures 3 1/4 by 4 by 1, and it opens with the linen thread closure. And inside I have some of the 100-calorie almonds. I am going to be doing another project with these because I thought of one when I was doing this. This is 1 inch high, so you could put 2 of these packs in there and they fit nicely. I got these from Aldi, if you have an Aldi near you. They were $2.99 for 7 packs of them. So that was a good buy, and they're delicious. I tried them. Okay, so what we need for this project is a piece of old olive that is 10 by 7 1/2. We need some basic white for stamping. This label we're using is from the Label Me Grateful dies, and the label measures about 2 1/4 by 3 3/8. We're using the Weekend Adventure Designer Series paper, and it is 4 designs, 4 pieces with 2 designs, 1 on each side, and they're 4 pages each. So if you have a project that you want to do a bunch of, you get a bunch of 4 sheets of each DSP. Okay, I like this for Halloween, and this for really anything, and then this for the fall with the acorns on it. So I like that paper. Alright, so we need the label out of that. Now we're using both sides of this, so we need 1 of each pattern, which you could just flip it over, it's fine. So you need 2 that are 3 by 3 3/4, and then you also need 2 that are 1 1/4 by 3 3/4, and then for the long sides 2 that are 3/4 by 3 3/4, and for the short sides 2 that are 3 by 3/4. Okay, let me get my Simply Scored, and we're going to start on the 10-inch side. Score at 3 1/4, 4 1/4, 7 1/2, and 8 1/2. Turn it to the 7 1/2 inch side and score at 3/4, 1 3/4, 5 3/4, and 6 3/4. Alright, now fold and burnish your score lines. Okay. Now you could also use ribbon instead of linen thread to tie it closed. You might need a bigger, this is a 1/8 inch hole punch, but you could use a 1/4 if you have a bigger ribbon. And you could always put a sentiment right up here on a piece of cardstock, or you could put a bigger one right there. Okay, so how I have this, and on this side is a 1 1/2 inch strip, and then you have the a 3/4 inch strip on the top and bottom. And this is what we're going to be doing. Don't worry about the holes until we finish the box and put the DSP on. Okay. Now, let's start over here. Go to that first score line, cut it to the second score line, and take these two off. Go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the bottom rectangle and wedge the square. Okay, go to the next two score lines and cut them to the second score line. Take off the bottom rectangle and wedge the square. Okay, now we're going to take these two pieces off. Okay, and that's one side. We're going to do the same thing in reverse on the other side. So go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, and take these two rectangles off. Go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the rectangle and wedge the square. Go to the next two score lines and cut them to the second score line. Take off the bottom rectangle and wedge the square. And then take off these two rectangles. Okay, and lastly, the two 3/4 inch high rectangles, we're going to just take a little wedge off of each side. Okay, and that's what your cardstock should look like when you're finished. Alright, let's start over here and put some glue on these two tabs and take the score line on the tab and match it with the side of the inner rectangle. Okay, and then this side, same rectangle, just the other side. Okay, and that is our box. Alright, so now we need our DSP. The largest ones are going to go on the front and back of the bigger flap. And these smaller ones are going to go on the front and back of this flap. And then you have your long sides and your short sides. Okay, there we go. Alright, now let's let that dry and we'll do our stamping. So we need, I forgot to show you that I cut, well these are separated already, but I separate them. One of the die cuts from the Label Me Grateful, this one here, out of Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, and the acorns out of Crumb Cake. Alright, I'm going to be using Tuxedo Black, Pecan Pie, and Early Espresso. I've had the best luck doing the squirrel with doing the inner part of the squirrel first with the Pecan Pie. I'm going to do 2 shots right away because it might take me 2. Okay. I have my Stampin' Pierce mat, but I forgot to put it, but it looks pretty good. Alright, so then we need the Early Espresso for the outlines. And I kind of judged the tail and the ear to help me. I got it the first time, look at that. Okay. And then we're going to get the Fluffy Squirrel Builder Punch and cut it out. Okay. Then we need Tuxedo Black to do the 2 flowers. And I'm going to stamp 2 right next to each other. One a little bit lower and slanted a little more. Good. Alright, I'm going to fussy cut this out. Okay. I did the two because it's so much easier to fussy cut out the two together than one. Alright, so with the squirrels, I'm going to use dark pecan pie to do the stem and the acorn tops. Okay. Then for the flowers, I'm going to do the leaves in Old Olive dark. Flowers in dark Daffodil Delight. And the middle of the flower with dark pumpkin pie. Okay. Alright. Now here is our, and I'm gonna place them where I think I want them before I'm gluing and pop dotting anything. And excuse me, dimensioning, putting dimensionals on, that's a better way. Okay. Whoops, one more. Okay, so that's roughly how we want them. I'm going to glue down this orange one and the yellow one over there to give us kind of a base to work with here. And then this yellow one up there. Okay. Then I'm going to get my mini dimensionals. I'm going to put one on this yellow one and kind of stick that next to the orange one. And then another orange one we can put one on. I'll probably stick two on this one. Put that one next to the yellow one. Okay. And then a green one right here with dimensionals too. Yesterday's was really easy and quick. This one's a little more involved. And I'm going to kind of stick it in there, just like that. And then the last green one is going to go on this side over here. Stick up like that. All right. Now we're going to put a tiny bit of glue on the back of our squirrel's hand. I don't know what my dog's kind of freaking me out. He keeps seeing something in the window. I can't see anything, but he's whining about it. Okay, just like that. And then we'll put some regular dimensionals on the back of our squirrel. Okay, so we have like a little nest, and it's good because the foot is going to kind of cover that error I made on the green leaf there, putting the wrong ones. There, I'm going to put one more dimensional. Squeeze it in there. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to just put some glue on the actual acorns. I'm just going to kind of, we want it lower, just kind of put them like this at the bottom. All right. Now we need our box, and we're not going to put this on yet. All right, I'm going to take a pencil, I'm going to mark just about where I want to put the holes. About right there. Alright, so I'm going to take my punch. A crocodile would probably be better for this because this one leaves a bit of a mark. Alright, and then this one. Okay, and that leaves like a mark, so I'm just going to take my bone folder and try to straighten that down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so where's my nuts? I'll put our nuts inside. This will fit a bunch more kisses or whatever you like. Alright, and then I'm going to put a pencil mark through the holes onto this bottom part and punch them. Alright, now we need our linen thread. I put 2 strands. You don't have to. You can put ribbon 2 instead. Alright, I'm going to go down this right hole when it's facing me like this. Down into the right hole. It would be nice with ribbon 2. And then down into this hole also. I'm trying to get everything through, but this one's coming apart. There we go. Alright. Okay. And then over to this hole and up both holes. Alright, and then just make sure you have enough on each side. You can always make it longer by pulling it. Alright, then I'm going to tie a bow to close it. Now you could always do Velcro dots too if you don't want to do this. I'm going to leave it kind of long so that when they, okay, that's plenty long enough. So I'm going to just clip this. Just so that when they, if they want to retie it, it's a little bit easier if you leave it longer. Now let's put some dimensionals on the back of our label. I'm going to center this right there. Okay, and for the final touch, I'm going to use some of the muted palette dots in the Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to put one there, and one right there. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, all my info is below. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you next time. Bye.